Hello everyone, hi, how are you guys doing today? Welcome back to another reaction episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is Haarute, my name is Matt. Hello. Last time on Buffy, we got a Willow episode. We got Dark Willow, and shenanigans happen, and then we sent her back and she just immediately fucking died. Maybe we'll see her again, maybe she just died as a joke. Okay, that's it. But the real question is, what character do you think the Buffy cast mains in Guilty Gear? Alright, so we're getting ready to begin. Patreon, check out the link in the screen below, pop up on screen. You can support the channel, watch the next two episode reactions as well as full-length reactions if you're into that. So yeah, let us begin. Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 3, episode... I forgot which one it was. 17? 17, let's go. Can I move my light a little bit? It is getting in the way of the episode. Oh, hey.
Wasn't what I expected. From the title, I thought it was about food.
Well, there was food.
Right, the scene with the food.
It's been a long time since I've been to the movies. They've changed.
Don't like getting you worked up like that.
Just being around you does that just fine. Doesn't mean that I'm gonna lose control or that I'm really frustrated around you. It feels nice just to feel.
Aw.
See, safe as houses.
Check out the lust bunnies.
Okay, hi, what's up?
Council has you back on active duty?
Finally.
Wow, they were lenient.
The close but no cigar deal with Angel. I don't know if I could handle, you know.
When it comes to Angel, do me a favor.
Don't talk.
Duck!
Okay, cool.
Oh, what are you nuts going around punching people? Hold it, whoa! Stake me now, and you never find out what I got for you. Would you like to get your hands on the Books of Ascension?
Ooh, does this have to deal with the mayor?
Tomorrow, I get the books. Meet me here, and if the price is right, well, I give the books to you. I want cash, princess. 5 large for the whole set.
What is this trade?
Plane ticket. Out of the Hellmouth before it's adios, Slayer Loco.
Ooh, he wants to get out of here before she goes bad.
Anything that would pin the mayor down would be great.
Yeah. It'd be great.
You know what I wish? I wish you'd pull your hair back. I know, fashion isn't exactly my thing. Gosh darn it, you know, you've got such a nice face. I can't understand why you hide it.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. Then Buffy and the Super Friends are
You know,
gonna...
you worry too much for a girl your age. That's unnecessary stress. Find this demon, kill the heck out of him, and bring the books to me.
And if Buffy gets to him first?
Oh, well, frankly, I don't like to think about that.
We're
I
all
like
about
good,
positive thinking
up
here.
Thoughts. If you failed me in that way,
He just said it.
well, you know, replacing Mr. Trick was chore enough.
Demons after money. Whatever happened to the still beating heart of a virgin? No one has any standards anymore.
I like this jokey Giles.
The Marenstadt text. I think in the section on genocide, they mentioned Ascension.
Wow, we have a winner.
2 losers.
Desmond Kane, pastor of a town called Sharpsville. Tomorrow is the Ascension, God help us all. It was the last anyone heard.
Of Kane?
Sharpsville.
Okay.
More or less disappeared.
What are you doing Friday night? I have a paper to write for English, and you're English, so I thought...
What are we doing here? So I never really asked people this, but I would like to know, how old is Wesley and how old is Cordelia?
Perhaps persuade him to lend us the books free of charge.
I think Faith might be useful in that persuasion part.
Where is Faith, anyway?
It's quality merchandise. That's worth $5 grand easy.
Books of Ascension.
Mm-hmm. Original editions and everything. The $5 grand, it's, you know, negotiable.
I don't like to haggle.
Dead. I mean, it is a demon, so it should put up a fight of sorts. Alright, just stop the fuck out of this, man. Yep. We're doing it again, I guess. Angel.
I got nowhere else to go. I'm in trouble. Like, the real bad kind.
It's okay.
No, it's a couple of county lines.
I'm worried.
Remember when you told me that killing people would make me feel like some kind of god? I think I just came down to earth.
You need help. You can't do this alone.
I know. For real now, I'm scared.
I don't know if I believe her, which is what concerns me.
Maybe it's too late for me.
It's not.
Angel, I'm so scared.
It's all right. Shh.
What are we doing?
Whoa, Faith. Look, I can be here for you, but not like that, all right? I'm with Buffy.
Buffy. Yeah. You love her, don't you?
I love her.
Good for you. The 2 of you. You're lucky.
We're friends.
then I'm lucky too.
There's stuff I want to talk about regarding this scene.
Do you think if things were different, that things between you and me would be different too?
I'll never know.
Right.
Okay.
Lifetime of practice.
Okay. Of course she was gonna walk in or whatever.
I just don't understand what that boy could be thinking.
Try Buffy Summers, like in a big, fat, one-track way.
So you couldn't give him that one moment of true happiness. And he spurns your advances. So be it. One way to skin a cat. And I happen to know that's factually true. We want to take Angel's soul away.
Okay.
By golly, we'll just have to do it in the most painful way imaginable.
Huh. Okay, so they're focusing on Angel. Why though? I mean, take one guy out, but why? There has to be some specific reason. I already can feel that there will be interesting conversations happening at the end of this episode, so we'll see.
Finding him's going to be extremely difficult.
Found your demon. I beat it out of Willie the Snitch personally. Well, actually, let's just say I applied some pressure. Or more accurately, that I asked politely. Okay, I bribed him.
How much?
$28. Does the council reimburse for that kind of stuff?
Did you get a receipt?
Not the nicest part of town.
Again, see? No standards. I mean, any self-respecting demon should be living in a pit of filth or a nice crypt.
How we going, girlfriend? Why should you get to have all the fun? Share, that's fair, right?
So they're just gonna run into a dead body, so...
Say somebody got here first.
But they got the books, too.
This wasn't just a hit. This is somebody's idea of a party.
Yeah, they kept
Maybe
going.
the guy put up a fight. We gotta get going. Come on, nothing we can do here now.
I like that little thing. Maybe the guy put up a fight. It's almost like she's trying to make excuses for herself.
Here you are. You know why I've summoned you.
Okay, a ninja.
You have risked great danger in calling on me. The deadliest magics are needed to rob this creature of its soul.
Whoa. I like how that character doesn't have mouth flaps, so they give him the greatest voice.
I went to Angel's last night, and Faith was there.
I know what you're thinking, and no way.
You're right. Faith would never do that.
Faith would totally do that.
Angel would never do that.
You're the only thing in the world to him.
Angel and Faith have a lot in common.
But it's so clear. The way he feels about you, I too know the love of a taciturn man, and you have to look at their actions. What did he say?
Say?
So you bailed?
I mean, not that.
Okay, enough.
Go talk to him.
Stop
Clearly.
with the crazy. Go talk to Angel.
I just...
No, go.
Right now. Fox School. Go. I feel like something's gonna happen that will stop us from doing so. I mean, yeah, the ninja man's gonna show up or whatever. Well, this is worse.
Look, I know what you're going through, all right, and how hard it can be. It's important that you have somebody who's been there, okay, who understands what you're going through. I want to trust you.
Chump.
Okay. And now the ninja shows up, I guess.
I wanted to do this the old-fashioned way, but hey, your loss. Like I got some tricks Buffy don't know yet.
You don't have to do this.
I know, but it's fun.
Well, they're taking this all away. Again. Alright, we're doing this again then. There we go. Well, this is a nightmare.
Thanks so much. But you know what bothers me?
So, what are we doing here? What's the plan?
I got my reasons.
Let me guess. You need a new boy toy.
You want to be smart? You listen to me.
Funny thing about vampires, Faith, we don't establish meaningful dialogue with slayers.
No, we do talk a lot in this show.
Last time you got like this, Buffy kicked your ass all the way back to hell. Do you want to do better this time?
Still listening.
We must take definitive action.
You have the greatest voice.
Girl, you're dumb bad. Holy shit.
Where's Angel?
I don't know.
Totally not happening.
I went to the mansion, but he wasn't there.
Wasn't there any blood left on the floor, or? I would say let's just assassinate the mayor, but that wouldn't work because he's invincible or whatever, so not happening.
I believe Wesley is running this meeting.
It's quite all right.
Oh my god, girl, chill. I'm not gonna make comments right now. I kind of want to, but I'm gonna wait until the episode is over to say. We have almost 20 minutes left, and it feels like a lot is happening, and I kind of don't like it. It's too tense. I'm too anxious.
So, can I keep him?
All right.
May I call you Angel?
I'm thinking more along the lines of you calling me Master.
That name is taken. Season 1.
Kids today. Rush.
It's a good band.
Good for Faith. And there just may be a future for you here in Sunnydale.
I got a job for you.
Impervious. Can't be killed. or harmed in any way.
Okay. Can we lock you in the bottom of the ocean or something? Just a good old deal?
What are your intentions?
Well, gee, sir, I thought I'd find that Slayer that's given you so much trouble.
I like how he's playing along.
Torture, maim, and kill her.
So one of the things that is a problem here, well, it's concerning, is that they're gonna pretend that like Faith fucked Angel and he felt happy and that's how his soul was taken away, instead of some like ninja magician taking it away. So Buffy's gonna feel terrible about Angel, the person.
I don't have her home by 11.
I like how they're role playing like dad and daughter.
You gotta find Buffy. She's going to her place and stop that.
Yep. Oh god. Oh god fucking damn it. No. God fucking damn it. So last time he was invited in, I was like, do not invite him in. And then they did. Because I was worried that something like this was happening again.
Let me get those for you.
Fucking okay, sure.
I haven't felt this good in a long time.
That since last year actually.
No. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Maybe there's still some good deep down inside of me that remembers and loves you.
I will kill you before I let you touch me. Faith, we need to get out of here. Now.
Speak for yourself, V.
Nope. Yep. Shit is happening this episode, okay. Oh, what did you find? Oh yeah, pictures of him from like 200 years ago with like a beard. I said this!
Mayor Wilkins is over 100 years old.
Yeah.
You know how some people hate to say I told you so? Not me. I told you so.
Faith and Angel? Together?
Imagine the possibilities.
Of course he's gonna be smug about this.
All of our time together and we never tried chains.
Well, this scene is gonna suck. They're just gonna torture her. Not physically.
Maybe it's one of those unhappy childhood things. When I was a kid, I used to beg my mom for a dog. And I just wanted, you know, something to love. Well, that and toys.
Ooh, never mind what I said.
Angel's a killer. When he's done with me, he'll turn on you.
She's right. I probably will.
Yeah? Huh. Guess we'll just have to keep you around a while then.
Why, Faith? What's in it for you?
What isn't? You know, I come to Sunnydale. I'm a Slayer. I do my job kicking ass better than anyone. About everywhere I go, Buffy. I behave. I do the good little girl routine. And who does everybody think? Buffy. Everyone always asks, why can't you be more like Buffy? But did anyone ever ask if you could be more like me?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that got her.
Sure. You get the mom, you get the little Scooby gang. What do I get? Jack squat. This is supposed to be my town. Do you think you're better than me? Do you? Say it. You think you're better than me?
I am.
Angel's with me.
And how'd you get him, Faith? Magic. Angel would never touch you, and we both know it. You had to tie me up to beat me. There's a word for people like you, Faith. Loser. For what? Your boss's lame ascension?
No one can stop the ascension. Mayor's got it wired, B. He built this town for demons to feed on, and come graduation day, he's getting paid. And all your little lame-ass friends are gonna be kibbles and bits. Think about that when your boyfriend's cutting into you.
I never knew you had so much rage in you.
What can I say? I'm the world's best actor.
Not really.
Second best.
Did you really?
You think we missed anything?
I think we know everything she knows.
I'm lost.
Psych.
Third best, actually.
Me? You played me!
Ooh.
You're not ready for that. Yet.
Wow, okay.
Are you okay?
Buster Wolf.
This restores the balance between us, Rupert Giles.
Oh my fucking god! I love this ninja! This ninja rocks! So good.
And with you.
It just vanishes into... Who the fuck was that guy? God, that's cool.
What did you do?
Yeah, what did you do?
Introduced him to his wife.
Oh, cool. Do you go to a wedding?
I'm telling the council.
I think you should. We have a rogue slayer on our hands. I can't think of anything more dangerous.
It was just an act.
So you lost some friends. Well, then what are you worried about? Chin up. Because I know you'll always have me, Faith. I've got 2 words that are gonna make all the pain go away.
Say them.
Miniature. Golf.
I was hoping for Sony PlayStation, but sure, let's go. Why not? Last time we saw Major Goal was with Ted.
Know how hard it was for you.
I really doubt that. I know you only did what I asked. And we got what we wanted.
I never wanted to go that far.
But it was hard
I
to
know
watch,
that.
it was.
It's not even a question of that. I need a little bit of a break.
Makes sense. I believe that.
Please.
You still my girl?
Always.
Aw. That's a weird question, but aw. I think we should move houses though, Angel. Just should go live somewhere else. Like somewhere people that wouldn't know where to find you. I have to say that reveal was probably one of the, if not the coolest moment in the entire show so far. Actually second best. And it's actually not even second, it was third best because Buffy was just pretending to be chained or something. Like maybe she just broke free, right? But I like to think that she was pretending to be chained, and so Angel and Buffy are just playing Faith, and that's fun because like it is a scene where you feel like Buffy's in a nightmare scenario, and then it's like actually she was in control the whole time, and it's like everyone knows it except for Faith, so you're really only following Faith here, who is the bad guy. It's the antagonist. So I think that moment is easily one of the coolest moments in the entire show. It was incredibly good. So David Boreanaz is a pretty good actor. We can say that. Okay, we're gonna be talking about Faith a lot again. You know, like it's okay. Last week we took a break. Now we go back to another half an hour discussion on Faith character. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Fuck. So okay. With this, we get confirmation. So in the previous couple of episodes, I wasn't fully sure what Faith was doing. I was like, it could go either way. She could be helping without telling anyone. She could be going rogue. Like, she could just be being mean. And then I was wondering, like, why? And this episode actually finally gave us, like, a real, like, insight into what she's doing, which is she is cooperating with the mayor, and we know why. And the reason why is because she's jealous. She's jealous that the show isn't titled Faith the Vampire Slayer, really. It's even something more than that, right? It's beyond that. Because earlier we got that scene where she went to talk to Angel and she tried to take his soul by fucking him. That's the thing that she wanted to do. Something that's important about that. It's like, okay, so Faith in that scene was very self-reflecting, and she was feeling uneasy at herself and thinking about herself and being like, oh, like I want to stop. And Angel is like, oh, it's okay, I get it, you know, I get it. And he's trying to help her. And the thing is that she tries to go for him. And like, we know that she's trying to do this because she's trying to suck his soul away. But at the same time, wow, she's like literally a succubus in that aspect. I suppose Buffy was a succubus before that. Anyway, so she was trying to suck his soul. But beyond that, something that's interesting about that scene is that I feel like Faith genuinely wanted to kind of be with Angel. And that's also why she is kind of toying with Angel and with Angelus, even though it wasn't. That's why they keep kissing and stuff. And of course, part of it is because she wants to make Buffy suffer. You know, she just wants to like rub it in. But beyond that, I think it's because Angel was probably the only person that like tried to form a connection with Faith and was there for her. And he was like, listen, I understand. I'm here for you. And it's important to have someone that understands so they can like help you out. Angel is like really supportive here, and like in that scene, even though he's rejecting her advances, it's like, listen, I understand, we're not doing that, but at the same time, listen, I care about you and I want you to be okay. So like, he's supportive, he's understanding, and I mean, dare I say that ultimately what people really seek most of the time, and I would be inclined to say that this is the case for Faith as well, is understanding, and it's intimacy, and it's just feeling good. And the thing is that this is a problem that happens, and it's a very teenage problem too, which goes well with Faith here. But it's the idea that sometimes you really feel like you're lost. You really feel like you're alone. You really feel like nobody gets it. And then someone does. And then you kind of start developing a weird crush on this person because, you know, hey, someone out there is like me. You know, you start to feel that weird connection. And I feel like Faith started to feel that a little bit with Angel. So beyond the I'm gonna suck his soul thing, I feel like she's also kind of developing a crush on Angel just because Angel is someone who is there, is supportive, and understands everything. And he's actively trying to make conversation with Faith about it. It just so happens that Angel also has a switch that if you flip it, turns him into a soulless monster that you don't really have to talk to about anything regarding you. So you don't have to face with all the self-reflection that you would normally in a relationship like this. So, hey, this works out for me. I'm Faith and I'm cool. I don't have to worry about jack shit. I'm just gonna fuck him and that's gonna be good. This is the perfect boyfriend material. So that's very interesting for her. Clearly, this ends up developing and it becomes way more apparent as the episode goes on. And you can already kind of see it before. And it's the fact that Faith really feels like she's being left behind, she's being forgotten, she's lonely. And it's like this is what ultimately boils down to. Faith wants attention, and I don't say that as a negative necessarily, because some people take that as a negative, and so did I for a while. But then, like, the thing about people is that then you can ask, like, why is that a bad thing? And it's like, oh, you don't have an answer for that. There really isn't. Ultimately, what everyone wants is for someone to, like, listen to you, to someone you can talk to someone to pay attention to you. Faith wants that. And, you know, she even makes jokes about it. You know, she wanted something to love or someone to love her. And she makes allusions to the fact that her mom didn't. She makes allusions how as a kid she wanted to have something that she could, like, latch onto, but she wasn't given even that. She is making horrible choices and she's actively rejecting people's and friends' hands, and she's actively betraying everyone and doing horrible, evil things. But the reason why she's doing it is because Buffy just lays it out very clearly, and it's like, I didn't know you had so much rage inside of you. That's kind of what it is. Faith hates the world, and she's like, fuck it, fuck this world, and fuck every single of these people in it, because, man, my life sucks, so fuck everyone else too. Like, I deserve the best. I deserve to be number one. This was my birthday, and I deserve to be Faith's special little girl, and I should be given everything, actually. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but the general idea for Faith here is that she craves a lot of human interaction that she never got. She craves a lot of things that she never got. And at this point, like, we don't know what kind of, like, childhood or anything Faith had, so we kind of have to, like, assume a lot of things. But it very clearly seems like she's just incredibly self-destructive, but also she's destroying everyone around her. Because, like, we gave, like, the worst person in the world to actually have, like, superpowers, honestly. And it's fun. This is a fun concept. Everything I say about Faith, I want you to know that Faith is still, like, probably one of my favorite characters in the show at this point. You know, I like what we're doing here. I don't know where Faith is going to be heading, because now we can remove the whole, like, oh, she's secretly helping us thing. That's not happening. However, something I did throw, an idea that I did throw, like a couple episodes ago when we saw her go to the mayor the first time, I was saying that something I could see happening is that Faith is going to have a very troubled, like, character arc and development. And I feel like at the end, she's not going to be able to pull the trigger on the people that genuinely care for her. She's not going to be able to do it. And, like, that's going to get her killed. But she's ultimately going to choose to help. She's ultimately going to choose to befriend people and accept people's friendship, accept people's, like, joy and warmth. I have nothing to base this, what I'm saying, on other than this is just something I would like to see. But it is something that could happen, because with the character of Faith that we have, I believe that this is something that could happen. Many things could happen to Faith, honestly. But I am just going to say that I might not be imagining Faith surviving past season 3. I say this all the time, but the show is called Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There's only one character that is supposed to live. Anyone else is up for grabs. But the reason why I don't think that maybe she won't make it is because the more we go, the more I feel like Faith is a character that's, like, burning up. Right? Like, it feels like she's gonna combust and explode. And I mean, we're already kind of there, you know, like, we're already in the incredibly self-destructive path. And now everyone knows that she's not to be trusted and that she's trying to fucking kill them. She's cooperating with the main antagonist, which is the mayor. Faith has no one anymore other than the mayor. And the mayor is extending her a warm hand of, like, hey, let's go play mini golf. But then earlier in the episode, he was also like, hey, I could just dispose of you, and I will if you don't actually serve me in a manner that I see fit. Like, he's just like that. Like, he's all warm, friendly smiles, which comes across as someone that could be warm and friendly, but he's not. He's a terrible person. He's an asshole. He's a bastard, and he will kill you given the opportunity. And that's his whole gimmick, but that might be enough for, like, Faith to mentally be like, yeah, I guess this is good enough. Like, this is good enough to delude myself into feeling like I have someone, you know? Because that's kind of what a broken person might do if they have no one else, if they have nothing else, if they burn every bridge in the world. Maybe this is what we have left, and, you know, we'll roll with it. Faith, to me, is an incredibly interesting character. I wonder how she's perceived in the fan base, and don't tell me. Don't. You know, if a lot of people are going to be like, I love Faith, I'm going to be like, well, she might just be good then. Like, at the end, she's going to turn around and she's going to save us all. And it's like, okay, no. So don't tell me how you feel about Faith until she's fucking dead on the ground. I don't want to hear anyone's feelings on Faith until she's fucking dead, which I don't have a lot of money. I was going to bet some kind of money. I mean, it's not that we can, like, work this out. I'm talking into the void here to multiple people. I would be willing to bet some amount of money on the fact that Faith is going to die. That's where I'm at right now. She could get better, and she could join back to the gang. She could run away, and we could, like, see her every now and then. But in order to do that, I feel like we actually do need to redeem her on some level. But I feel like it's more likely for her to just fucking die. And the best way for her to die would be for her to actually realize, like, in the direst moment, right, in the finale, in the direst moment where the mayor is ascending, she, like, sees her friends being burned alive or something, and she just comes to the realization of, like, these are people that genuinely care, and the mayor fucking doesn't. And, like, what do you want? Because ultimately what Faith wants, this is what a lot of people do, this happens in real life, is that, and again, it's a very childish thing to do, people go around it the wrong way. She thinks that what she wants is for people to be like, oh, Faith, you're awesome, you're the best, fuck yeah, Faith, you're incredible, oh yeah, let's have sex all the time, whatever, right? It's all the things that are perceived to be someone accepting you, but not really. What Faith actually wants is for someone to actually connect with her and accept her because they understand her. She doesn't have that. She just wants superficial acceptance, you know? I'm the best. I killed everyone. I'm number one. Hell yeah. I'm with the mayor, the winner. Hell yeah. I'm gonna be a winner. I'm the best. And it's like, girl, it's not what you want. But she's also like 17, so can't blame her for thinking this way, because that's I mentioned this a couple episodes ago, but it's easy to forget that some of these characters are like underage. They're minors. Like, they are incredibly underdeveloped, and they will be making stupid choices. They will be acting out of a very stupid emotional outbursts. Like, they will be doing stuff like that. They will have a bunch of childish reasons to do anything, but that doesn't make them any less valid, and it doesn't make them something that doesn't make any sense. It's just like, yes, this makes sense for the character that we have here. So really what I'm learning is that Faith is a Vriska. That should be the end of the video. That I should just cut the video right there. That should have been it, but no. My favorite part about the Vriska meme is that no one gets it except for like very specific people. That I don't think it's the same people that is in the audience of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But if you get what I mean by calling her a Vriska, then you know. We know. You and me, we both know. No one else knows, but we do. Live on Kid the Amelia. Okay, that was the title of the movie. Is that a real movie? Oh, is this a real movie? No, damn it, it's Buffyverse. Damn it, shit. I wanted to actually watch that movie. Like, I'm curious now. There was a kimono or something being thrown around. Like, what the fuck? I missed what movie it was because I was actually like messing with the video settings and stuff. Like, as the episode started rolling, I was like, okay, let me get something done real quick. And then I missed the title of the movie. But it's okay. You understand enough just by what they're talking about. And I was like, oh, that's funny. They accidentally watch a porn, and Angel was like, oh man, movies are so different from the way they used to be. It's like, yeah, I believe that. Okay, what else do I talk about? Cordelia and Wesley are hooking up, I guess. Something I do want people to tell me. Patreon people, you before anyone will hear this, actually. In fact, like, I have someone on my Discord that knows Buffy. Urgent, I need information. How old is Wesley and how old is Cordelia? Listen, 3. I have opinions and I require information. I asked that, and this So this person I'm asking to just said, okay, so, and I was like, oh man, this sounds like it's a topic of conversation that people have. I don't want to hear anything. I just want to know the numbers, okay? So Cordelia's age is 18. This hasn't been stated yet, but I got it confirmed just now, and that's fine, honestly. I could assume that she was 18. She's 17 or 18. It doesn't matter. Wesley's age is never stated. The actor is 4 years older than Cordelia's actress. That doesn't matter. The age of the actress doesn't matter. I want to know the canonical age of the characters, because Cordelia's well, I don't know how old Cordelia's actress is. I don't want to look it up, but she looks like she shouldn't play an 18-year-old. She looks like she's like, I'm sorry to the actress for this, but she looks like she could be a decade older. If Wesley's actor is like 32 and she's supposed to be 18, then I don't know what age Wesley is, and it is not canonically stated, so sure, we can say a lot about it, but I will say things about it anyway. What the fuck are we doing? Even Sander makes allusion to it. He constantly calls her like jailbait, and we see that he's jealous about the Cordelia thing, and you know, it kind of makes sense, but also, bro, fuck you. Like, do you remember why you did to her? Shut the fuck up. Sit down. Anyway, yeah, what the fuck is Wesley doing? What is okay, it's not Cordelia's fault. She doesn't know any better. Wesley, my bro, like, okay, I don't know how to word this, and I'm not going to. I'm just going to say that I have heard stories about the set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I am uncomfortable by this relationship. We're gonna move on now. Whatever the fuck the story wants to do with those two characters, we'll see, and we'll talk about it as it happens, but bro, what the fuck? I mean, we already kind of have to deal with the weird relationship between Buffy and Angel, where Angel is like 100 years older than her, and also he was kind of stalking her, and also she was and is still in high school as he's doing that. I got it confirmed. She wasn't 15 years old. She was 16. That doesn't make it much better, by the way. I'm just saying. Somebody confirmed it for me when I mentioned that a couple episodes ago, and I was like, okay, cool, that doesn't change much. But yeah, some relationships in the show are weird. I'm just gonna bring them up. So I don't feel that uncomfortable saying that, because I've also heard that from other people in the community, in the comments, just like, oh yeah, like these relationships are weird, or the way these characters are, they're literally just predators. And I'm just sitting here like, I don't know if I would call Angel like a predator, but it is bad. I don't like, ideally I wouldn't. Okay, I also didn't like it when Doctor Who did it. A lot of people saw Doctor Who as a romance, and they liked it, and that was the direction it went, like all the way in 2005 with Russell T Davies. There's a whole dynamic between the Doctor and Rose, and then with other companions as well, it got real weird, but Rose is the one that was romantic, and on some level it's like, well, this immortal being also deserves love, and he's not seeing her as something that's like beneath him. He's seeing her as like something that completes him, and like that's a whole thing. So I don't necessarily see Angel as someone that's flexing some kind of weird power dynamic, which is the main problem here. But at the same time, my homie, what are we doing here? So yeah, that's kind of how I feel. I usually don't care for this weird relationships. I mean, I usually don't care for relationships in general, but yeah, to me this is weird, and that's all I'll say. I'm just gonna move on now. The Angel and Faith thing this episode was kind of great. I mean, it felt uncomfortable at one point, because it really felt like Angel is back and they're just gonna torture Buffy, and it's just like, okay, this kind of sucks. Because it also feels like, okay, we've been here before, but this time it's even worse. We're being betrayed, and it's like, oh my fucking god. But no, the switcheroo they did at the end, you know, I love this fucking ninja. I have no fucking clue who this like magical wizard ninja is, but I fucking love this guy. He has an incredible voice, and it was the right choice that like that character, mystical wizard ninja, he had his whole like everything covered except for his eyes, so you could never see his mouth, which means that you could dub over what he is saying with perfect clarity, and it would sound incredible. And that's what they did. They probably got like the best like radio guy to come in and do voiceover for this one guy, and it's like, yeah, you don't have to act, you don't have to show up on camera, just dub over this line for this character with this like intonation, and it's like, oh, that's cool, that works. I like this mystical wizard ninja. I love that character, and I love that it's fun that he's like, yes, with this, or debt has been repaid, Robert Giles. And it's like, oh, what do you give him? And it's like, oh, I introduced him to his wife. It's like, oh, that's funny. I wonder if he went to the wedding. He should have, right? He introduced him to his wife. He should go to the mystical ninja wedding. That would be nice. Like, he just teleports him. Like, he teleported like fucking Quince is doing Bleach Lost in Your Blood War, which I'm watching right now on my channel. Check out my other uploads. It's fun. He should like teleport Giles there. You know, just show up, eat some cake, dance around. This is not gonna happen, but like, I would love if we had an episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer next season that's just like, hey, we're going to the wedding of the mystical ninja man. I suppose they're already married. He said wife, so they should have already married, but maybe they didn't throw the party yet. You know, maybe they were in lockdown because of COVID or whatever, and they're gonna delay the party for a year, and that's when we'll see it. I'm just making fan fiction now. I would love that, actually. But yeah, anyway, what else do I talk about? I mentioned it very briefly at the very beginning of this, but this is easily the best part of the episode, and it's how fucking sick was the reveal of Angel was actually faking it the whole time. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't fucking believe it. I'm sitting here thinking like, but what was the mystical ninja then? And then it's like, oh, he was good, actually. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, oh, okay. Something I was thinking while the episode was happening, and I didn't consider it very suspicious, but it was something that I thought about as it happened, and it's that Willow said, Buffy, go talk to Angel right now, and then it's like, okay, and then the next scene, Angel is with Faith, because the moment Faith showed up with Angel, I was thinking like, oh, Buffy's gonna show up and interrupt again, and it's gonna be this whole thing of like, we're just making up drama for drama's sake, and it's like, I wouldn't like that, but then that scene ends, and the next scene is Buffy alongside everyone gathering with Wesley, and he's like, where's Angel? And she was like, I don't know, like I went to get him, but I couldn't find him. And it's like, okay, so that was there in order for the audience to not question too much the fact that Buffy was like, oh, I'm gonna go see him, and then we don't see that. But that's actually what happened, though. Like, they just fuck with the audience again on another meta level. Something happened that you didn't see, and then it was revealed to you, and it's like, okay, it's a trick. I liked it. It was a good moment. The moment of the reveal was a pop-off moment. High emotion, high energy. I liked that. So I'm okay with this trick. Sometimes I like tricks, you know? Sometimes I like when a show tricks you on some level. You know, they conveniently hide information from you. So then you can like think that something is in a certain way, and then it turns out that it's not. Some of my favorite pieces of media actually do that. I just like it when it's done well instead of just wanting to like fuck with you. I suppose what I like is whenever a piece of media grabs something and they try to convince you that it's true as a good storytelling device. So then later, when the real thing is actually revealed and the trick is revealed to be a trick, you get a good moment of emotion of like, oh, that's awesome. Like, that's sick. I like that. I think that's a good way to do it. Whatever the fuck they did with Cordelia when she like died and then it's like actually she's alive, that was done just for fun. That was just for laughs. And I can tell that a lot of people in the fandom like that, and they think, oh, haha, that's funny, because it like they run through all of the tropes of someone's dying tragically in someone else's arms, and then it just fades into the graveyard. Like, the priest is there and everyone is reunited, and then they just walk on screen, and it's like, oh, so Cordelia's gonna be fine then. And it's like, okay, that was done for funsies. That was done as a joke. I get it. I don't like tricks like that because it feels like, I mean, this might just be me, right? I'm not saying that this is the case, but this is just the way I see it. I feel like you're actively trying to like pick fights with your audience. Not a fight, but it's like you're trying to get into this weird relationship of like, we are making fun of you for caring. That's what it feels like. Like, they are mocking you because you gave a shit about this character. And I think that is not necessarily a good thing to do. I don't think that's a good way to run your show either. I'm not saying that that was the intention, but that's the way it feels like to me. And it also doesn't help because next time that Cordelia is dying, and maybe she will die for real, I'm going to be like, okay, I don't believe it, because they're going to have to do a lot in order for me to believe that this time. And like, I don't think that's a good thing to do, right? I don't want to run into a situation where like a character dies and like I'm going to be sitting there thinking like, okay, when is the other shoe dropping? And then the episode's going to end and I'm going to be like, oh wait, shit, that was real? Oh fuck. Okay, I should have been sadder, but I wasn't, because like I was just waiting to see if I was being deceived by Mr. Whedon again. So that's how I feel about tricks. I like the trick in this episode. They conveniently didn't show me information that I thought was a little bit odd, but it's okay because, an explanation was given. So I was like, okay, I'll believe it. And then they just fucking did a 180 and it was incredible. Okay. Faith continues to be a really interesting character. It's one of the best characters in the show so far for me. Again, she's Vriska. Like, it feels like we're gonna get through a lot of moments of like, Faith is troubled. She has had a hard life. We don't know the specifics. Maybe we'll learn about them eventually. But she's kind of taking that on the world. She's being self-destructive and destructing other people around her. And I feel like she's gonna fucking die. But she's gonna kind of try to be a hero or sort of be a hero. We'll see what kind of character Faith is and becomes, more importantly. And this is the most important thing, is that the episode where she killed that one guy, and like, this is something I want to bring back because I mentioned before, but the episode where she killed that one guy, I can see that she was actively distraught. I can see that she was actually conflicted. That episode and the episode after that, Consequences, like, you can see that this was something that mattered to her. This was something that is not good for her. And it doesn't take a lot to see that. Faith is not an inherently bad person. She's not an evil person because on some level, like, you can't be, right? You are a product of things happening around you, of what you absorb from the world and your community, situation, society, family, etc. That's what makes you who you are. Faith had an event happen to her, and then she had to change because she had to somehow work that out inside of her brain. And when she ended up doing, it seems like she justifies it to herself by saying, who cares? It was just someone that stepped in the way when we were doing the job, which is something she has stated before. She is making excuses for herself. And there was like one or two scenes in this episode that happened there that stood out to me because I could see what that was. Oh yeah, when she stabbed that one guy, like when she stabbed that one demon, she stabbed him a lot. And Buffy was pointing that out. I was like, oh, someone was having fun here. Faith has a moment of like, she says, well, maybe he put up a fight. And that's something that we, the audience, we know that she did it. But like, why would she say that? What I thought about is, well, Buffy's implying that whoever did this was enjoying the killing. And Faith is having this moment of, no, I didn't. Don't say that. Which again is like a weird sliver of humanity that you can see in her that just comes out just for one line. And I like that. And I'm not sure if that was intended. Maybe that was just something else that maybe I'm just overthinking it, because I feel like I do that a lot. Like, for example, Faith has been betraying Buffy for 2 episodes now, and the entire time I was thinking like, we'll see where it goes. And I was thinking about like many possibilities, and it's just like, no, she's just doing it. It's like, okay. But I do like something like that. I also love how Buffy was just fucking with Faith the entire time here. And Angel also gets the one jab in. Like, after Buffy just completely wipes the floor with Faith psychologically, she was the one being tortured, really. Which is an interesting way of seeing this scene. But that's actually what's happening. Buffy and Angel, they were kind of torturing Faith here. Like, Buffy was the one that was supposed to be being tortured, but the entire time, they were kind of psychologically torturing Faith here. They were being incredibly mean to her, which, like, I'm not saying that she didn't deserve to be told those things, but it's fun that they were the ones doing it to her. Like, Buffy just keeps being like, yeah, I'm better than you. And Faith is like, shut the fuck up. You're trying to make me mad. You're trying to make me... I'm not going to kill you. I'm smarter than that. And it's like, well, are you? She was counting on you not doing it. And the one jab that Angel gets in is really good, because Faith says like, oh, everyone always asks, why can't you be more like Buffy? Did anyone ask if you could be more like me? And Angel just says, I know I didn't. And like, that's the moment where, and you can see how that hits Faith. She like looks back at him and she's like genuinely surprised that he said something like that. Like, she's hurt, and she is hurt. Because this is hurting her. All of the things that they're saying are things that are hurting her. I don't know if this is the best way to do this. I don't know if we should just be antagonizing Faith further and just making her feel like shit. But it might be, actually. Because like, Faith is going too far, so maybe fuck it. We should go far as well. Fuck her. Because ultimately what I'm saying is that I kind of wish that Faith would like do a heel turn and like help us out at the end by realizing what actually matters, which is, getting close to people, having fun with them, having friends, people that care for you and love you. She's not doing that. Maybe she'll do it at the end of the season, but they aren't helping. And I'm not blaming them for not doing so, but I just want to see where this is going to go. Because it's also interesting to have. You don't have to have Faith turn around and help us at the last second in order to make this work. Because the idea of having an antagonist who is someone that we liked, we trusted, we consider to be our friend, is someone that just decides, you know what? No, fuck you. I'm gonna do my own thing. And the reason why she does it is because she's troubled, it's because she's emotional, it's because she's jealous, it's because she's lonely. It is an empathetic villain, is what that is. And it would be fun to see an empathetic villain in Faith. I would like that. So I don't know where Faith is gonna land, but it is interesting so far, and I'm here for it. I like it. So yeah, that's what I have to say. So I felt like I was done with this review at like 18 minutes in. It's now 48 minutes in. I'm just gonna go now. So I think that's going to be it for this episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode reaction to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you would like to watch the next 2 episode reactions as well as full-length reactions, you can already do so over at the Patreon. Check out the link in the description below, social media, all sorts of cool stuff that I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care everybody. Bye.